Ever since going to the Orthodox Church for the last 2.5 months, I felt spiritual warfare intensify. Like it really has, man. In my sleep, oftentimes, I'll have sexual dreams, like women trying to sleep with me and tempt me. I'll see naked women in my dreams. And beforehand, that happened very, very rarely, like once, twice a year. And in the past 2.5 months, it's probably happened, I don't know, man, 5 to 10 times. And I wake up and I feel so tempted to fall into lust. And it just takes up so much space in my mind throughout the day. I'm just very tempted. I'm on edge. I feel anxiety building up. It's like withdrawals, right? That's literally what it feels like. And I'll just come to God. I'm like, God, I don't want to release. I don't want to act out in that temptation. Please keep me from that temptation. And eventually it goes away, man. But it's just so strong. And I pray every night before I go to bed. I don't know if God's just like testing me, allowing me to get tested by the devil or whatever it may be. But it's very interesting because when I don't go to church or when I'm not reading my Bible, when I'm not praying to God much, these attacks don't happen. I sleep like a baby. I have a black sleep. I don't have any dreams. And now I'm going to Orthodox Church and I feel the temptation, man. I feel it mainly in my sleep because I feel like that's when I'm most vulnerable, right? That's when I'm just asleep and whatever happens in my dreams happens. But I do remember last Sunday going to liturgy, coming home, feeling very tempted again for that entire day after liturgy. And I'm just like, why the heck did this happen? Like I went to church, I got holy water on my head. I talked to the priest. Well, I talked to both the priests. I had a very good time. Why did this happen? That's what happens though. When you're actually walking this walk, right? You're trying to become more like Christ. You're trying to get to know God more. You're trying to be obedient to God. The devil's going to speed things up. He doesn't want you to get closer to God. He wants you to be in bondage. He doesn't want you to have the freedom of walking with Christ. He's pissed off. Yeah, when you're falling into lust and addictions and willful sin all the time, right? He's going to leave you alone. That's distracting you. That's keeping you in bondage. You're chained up. He's got you. He can leave. He can move on to the next victim. But see, Christ comes in, takes the chains off you. You leave the house. The devil comes back. You're gone. He's like, damn, he escaped. I need to go get him back. So that's what's happening, man. The prosperity teachers will say, yeah, you follow God. Your life is just going to be amazing. You're going to get blessed so many ways. And yeah, God can bless you. But understand, God's going to allow you to get tested. What about Job? Job went through hell. Job lost it all, bro. He lost his children. He lost his wealth. I think he lost his wife too or something. He lost everything. Yeah, God blessed him after a while. God gave it back to him sevenfold. But during that season of being tested, it did suck. It was horrible. Man, my nose itches. But understand, God's never going to let you down. Like these tests and trials enhance your character, levels up who you are. You have a choice to either run to the temptation or run to God. Because if you just stay where you are, you're probably going to fall eventually, right? You can't do it in your own willpower. That's the thing. You need God. You need to run to God. And God's going to give you that way out every single time. Yeah, just because you're feeling very tempted doesn't mean you're committing a sin, right? We're just in this human flesh. We get hungry, we get thirsty, we have desires, we have temptations that we deal with. It's completely normal. But try not to act out on the temptation. If you fall, guess what? A righteous man falls 7 times, but gets back up. So you can get back up. And that's what I've always done. Yeah, sure, I've fallen for a while at times. Completely turned my back on God. But God never turned his back on me. And eventually, now I have my fire back. I feel like I'm in the best place I've ever been spiritually. I'm praying a lot more than I've ever prayed. That's the funny thing, man. When I was in Protestantism, I could just never pray to God, like, consistently. I don't know why. And now, being Orthodoxy, I just feel myself drawn to pray to God. I'll be like, dang, I'm excited to pray. I need to pray today. And it may be 10 minutes, it may be 5 minutes, it may be 20 minutes. Like, It doesn't even matter. I pray. I may say the Jesus prayer in my mind a lot of times. I'm telling you, this is very powerful. Like, I'll say the Jesus prayer oftentimes. I find myself getting emotional. I genuinely do. It's a very powerful prayer. And when I heard about it, dang, my nose. When I heard about it a month ago, I was like, that's very simple. Like, I like it though. And I started saying it. I probably said it like 50 times in one day. And the more I said it, the more intense it felt. The more powerful it felt. I was just meditating on God, just saying in my mind. And I got very emotional. I'm like, God, I really need you. And literally, man, for the next like 5 days, I felt so good. I had all this peace. I had happiness come out of nowhere. Like, nothing was influencing me to be happy at all. I was just saying that prayer so much that day. And I literally felt on top of a mountain. It was just amazing for 5 straight days. No reason at all. Keep in mind. So yeah, man, when you get closer to God, expect the tests to come. Expect trials, temptation, but God will not leave you. That's the thing. Pray to God. Come to God. And a lot of times, man, I don't know what it is. It's like my flesh doesn't want to come to God. I know I have to. But I don't know. It's like the temptation's just making me lazy or not want to come to God. So when I don't come to God, I fall into the temptation. I commit sin. But when I say, God, I don't want to commit sin. I don't want to fall into temptation. God, please help me. Give me a way out. I literally get like pulled out. You know what I'm saying? It's like God's like, okay, you asked, so I got you now. But you have to ask. You have to ask. You can't just like think about it and not ask God. Ask God. I remember I was feeling very angry, rageful, and stressed out about a situation, about a person. I said to God, I don't like how I feel this anger and stress and frustration towards this person, God. Can you please take that away from me? Please, God. And I prayed this for 2 straight days, on and off during those 2 days. And on the 3rd day, I woke up and I felt nothing but love for that person. The feelings were completely gone. And guess what? By the grace of God, after, I don't know, a month, the feelings are still gone. I don't feel those emotions towards that person anymore. They've completely flip-flopped. For example, I feel patience. I feel love, compassion, grace, mercy. Like I literally, it's crazy because I was so angry. I was so stressed. I was so frustrated. I was losing my patience. And just by praying that prayer, man, I kid you not, those feelings just completely went away and became opposite.